Okay, so we are here. I will be sharing at some point of the presentation the real presentation, like the PowerPoint with you, because I know that we are visionary. Humans are visionary. They remember through looking at things and seeing things as well. So it's important for you as well to look and not just listen me, especially when you feel like, like I'm talking too much and it's like getting confused or something. Please ask me questions at the end. You can ask me all the questions that you want. You can connect with me. I'm here for you uh, all the time whenever you want to connect with me. All right, so now let's try the sharing, where we are with that. Unless you know how to do the sharing. Oh, Jean, you muted. Yeah?
Yeah, I think the share screen, I saw it, the green part, the arrow.
Oh, share the
upward.
screen, yes. Okay, I think we are here. Can you see that now?
Yep.
Beautiful. So, lovely one. Today we will learn a completely new way of finding real love, the love that you maybe imagine only, maybe you heard about it, maybe you experienced that, but it didn't last. And today I want to present you the way that it lasts. And this webinar is for all people. It's not just for women, although today there are women, but I know that men also sign in to that. It's to people who are strong and they know that their heart is very full of love, compassion and kindness as well. They have joy, they have passion. I call it like a free spirit. And maybe you are a bit rebellious as well. You are quite comfortable in your life. There is no doubt. But there is something very important missing. And you don't feel fully free, fully yourself. You don't feel fully fulfilled. And the reason of that is that there is this missing part of understanding of the high vibration of real love. And that's why you can't be fully yourself. So in order for you to really find that real love, I will share with you the 3 shifts that you need to take, the big steps to find that real love. So I will be teaching you what the real love is and what is not. I will be very honest and straightforward because that's who I am. Some of you know that already. And in order to make a breakthrough, you really have to learn the proper way. And I will also show you the benefits of that. And at the end, I will give you an offering so you know how to connect with me. And if you decide to do, take it further, I want you to make sure that you will be guided, you will be so supported, you won't be left alone after this training. And this will be my special offering only for people who register, who sign in into this masterclass, for those who are here live or for those who will be watching the replay, because this is really some special offering that I'm giving to people today. Okay, so first, those who don't know me, I want to introduce myself. 6 years ago, I was really heartbroken. I didn't know exactly what didn't work in my life. I felt like my love life and relationship was constant roller coaster of drama. So like things were good and then really bad, and I was really frustrated. I was really sad and angry at the same time. And I realized that I was repeating the same pattern over and over again. Mistrust, disappointment, feeling, shame, not feeling, worthy enough, not loved enough. And I actually realized when I look back at my life, that I'm not the same person that I used to be. And I completely, lost myself in the name of love and relationship. And I realized that I didn't done it just once, but many times in my life. And I was really, really frustrated, especially at myself. But there was also a lot of blame towards people that hurt me in my life. But the most important is that I realized that I really need a big change. I felt hopeless. I actually thought that there is something wrong with me, because whatever I did, whatever I tried, it just didn't work. And I'm very, resourceful person and very independent, but I just couldn't figure out anymore what to do to be truly happy in a love life, what to do to feel that this is it, this is like I feel, content and thrive, and I feel in peace. And the most important thing for me is to feeling that peace, that freedom, that I can be fully myself and express myself and be with that person who support me, appreciate me, cherish me, and really, really feel me and hear me. And that was, I think, the biggest problem, that I realized how much I was fitting in and pleasing people that I loved, that I feel attached to. And at some point, I decided no more. I think I hit the bottom and decided that I can't stand in that dynamic anymore. I can't do it to myself anymore, because I wasn't the person that I used to be. And I wanted so deeply to really bring back the old version of me, who was very passionate and full of love and open, but I just couldn't. No matter what I did, it just stopped working. And it was constant battle and fighting and giving more, not receiving enough, and on and on and on. And that was a massive breakthrough for me, to realize that I need to do something with my life. And I decided that it's time for me. First time in my life, I decided that I will focus on myself. And when I say I will focus on myself, I didn't put any achievements as a, goal or the outcome. I put really myself first, my happiness, my freedom, my peace, and the inner success, like with who I truly am, because I didn't feel good within myself. And to be honest, lovely ones, I even didn't know before anything about personal development. I was always, the ambitious, go-getter, achieving goals. I thought, that it's, you are in a love and relationship and that's how it's supposed to be. I didn't question that. But the deep inside me, that inner voice was telling me something is wrong. And when I step into the personal development, I was amazed how much I have to offer, how much it's possible, and what I was doing wrong, what I didn't know exist. I thought more like, yes, it happens to some people, but not me. And probably that with the, age, you start to question that. Why this is not happening to me? Maybe what's wrong with me? What is missing? Why I'm attracting poor quality people? Why I'm attracting pain in love and relationship? Why it's so heavy? Why it's so negative? So all those questions, starting to pop up in my head. And I really wanted to find answers. And I want to tell you something very, very important today, that with the, big, stepping on a personal development path, I've seen what is possible. And I started to really go into that, be very excited about it, but there was something very important missing. The more I learned, I didn't see results. Or I saw a little bit, but it wasn't enough. Or it lasts only for a short period of time, and then it's gone. So it was like a glimpse of happiness, and then it's gone. And I saw that like you can have it, and I witnessed that in people around me, but couldn't receive that. I didn't know how. And that's what I see that is missing in people who are very conscious, very aware. They know what is possible, and they still don't get it. And the one thing that is very, very important to understand why you don't get it in your life, it's because you haven't done the proper inner work. Today I will share with you the steps exactly you need to take, so you make sure that you will find real love, you will attract your dream partner. Please mute yourself, whoever joined, because I can hear some noises in the back. Okay, we good. All right. So this is the big, thing for many people. They know stuff, they learn, and they become a little bit. And that was me. Oh yeah, I know this. And someone asked me, like, are you having that? And I knew what's the truth. No, I don't have it. So what's the problem? I haven't really implemented that. So we can learn so much from our head, through our mind, implement so much knowledge. And today it's available everywhere. Yes, there are podcasts, there are books, YouTube, social media, all free things and so on. And even if you pay for it, for the programs, for the session or whatever you decide, to do, if you don't implement it, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to really find it and have it and keep it, because that's the most important. It's not about having that for a second. It's actually keep that and up level every time. So you know that the more is possible and you trust that actually it's happening to you. So that was a big breakthrough, and that's what I want to share with you as well today during these 3 big shifts, why it's so important to the real implementation. So fast forward about my story. 2016, I was giving up on love. Yes, really heartbroken, didn't know what to do with my life. I felt really confused, disconnected from myself, from my loved ones. And today I'm in completely different world, completely different reality. I'm completely different person. I not only healed and transform my love and relationship life, myself, and learn how to truly love myself and accept myself, but I also help people professionally to achieve that all, because it's so important that when we have that, we can share that. And I decided at some point of my life that I know the fast track, I know what is working, and I decided that I want to help people, and that's what I'm doing in last few years. So last year in 2020, I was nominated by Yahoo in one top percent as a love and relationship coach in Australia, creating deep connection, authentic connection, and committed relationship. last year, at the end of the year, I was also nominated by Yahoo in top. I became a best-selling author of the Strong and Free Women's book, to break up with with society expectation, to become a free, happy person. When I share one of my experience from codependent to independent woman who created life on my own terms. And what I want to share with you, and it's not about showing off, I want to share with you what is really, really possible. It doesn't matter what happened to you, lovely one. It doesn't happen what happened to you in your childhood, what kind of parents you had, where you come from, what kind of experience you had in your love and relationship, what kind of trauma, heartbreaks you experience. Anything is possible and you can change it. There is no doubts, you can change it, and it doesn't last a lifetime, that you will be, going on this discovery journey of trying to figure it all out by yourself. With the proper support and guidance, you can have it in a really, really short time. But what is really important to you to understand the commitment to yourself. And if you commit from now that you putting yourself first, and you done of wishing and hoping and looking for the love outside, but really, really implement it from inside, then I can guarantee that you will create the life that you want, and way much more. Because what I created and what my clients are creating when they're stepping on that and really committing to themselves, it's a new lifestyle. It's like a new identity. It lasts, and it's beyond what you can now imagine. So we will be really breaking, through some conditioning and programming that are in your mind. And I will be showing you what is possible and what you believe is wrong, and what also love is not. Because most of people think actually that they know what love is, but quite often we are really, really confused and mix with what love is not. Okay, I will stop sharing for a second, because I want you to look a little bit about me. So, lovely one, today the 3 shifts are: first one is heal your past. And by healing past, what I mean, you can't heal your past because it's already happened. But by healing your past, you heal, change, shift the perception of your memories, of the experience. You completely change the perception and the understanding of that. And you free yourself. You really release yourself from the past. Because what you learn in the past, and I will be honest, because that's 95 probably % of people, it's a shitty love. It's not enough love. It's not a real love. There is a part of love that maybe it's real and pure, but the container of that, it's not. And that's why you look at love as hard work. You look at love as a painful, as something that you need to give and appreciate in a way that you kind of need to deserve it. You need to put yourself out there, go beyond and be liked and accepted and so on, because that's what you've been taught. That's what you experience. That's what you learn from other people. And based on your experiences, you repeat the same program and you see evidences in your life that this is exactly what I know. Because if you don't know different kind of love, your mind will find a way to make sure, yes, this is the love that I know. This is the universal love. And in order to shift it, you need to heal the broken heart from your past, the experiences when you felt really in pain, when you felt it was negative and it stuck. And many people believe that time heals the wounds, time heals broken heart, but it doesn't. And the longer it was, the farther away it happened, the less we may remember that, think about it, but it's stuck, it goes deeper into our subconscious mind. And how we see that we didn't release, that we didn't let go, we didn't heal it, by our thoughts, by our emotions, and our behaviors. What is happening to you in your love life is the best representation of seeing, as an evidence that you didn't heal and release yourself from the past. Any kind of, a burden that you're carrying, it's still in your subconscious. And what's the best way to check it? Sometimes you know that you do things unconsciously, almost automatically, and you don't know why you've done it, why you thought like that, why you felt like that. And you feel like probably most of the time it's like the emotions are out of the control. And you would like to change it, but you feel hopeless with that. You don't know how to really change it because you believe that it's the part of your identity. So anything that doesn't serve you, I want you to think in this way from now, it's not your identity. I actually question with every year that the identity is based on our experiences and the beliefs that we've created through our life, through our experience. So don't limit yourself, don't, cage yourself through, your identity, your frames, like your beliefs, especially if they're really limiting and negative, if they're painful and heavy. Because it's not serving you. And that's the reason that you are not happy and fulfilled in your love life. So today I also want to question the broken heart, because this is the word that many people use and overuse. So the actually broken heart is not the broken heart, because from the science event, the heart can be broken. It can be broken. We may feel the pain after some traumatic, events, when we feel emotions. But what is really happening, our mind sends signals to our body. And how the mind sends the signals based on the past. So I will share with you a little bit of the science, for those people who are hard to believe how the energy works and how the emotions and feeling works, and it will be very logical. The mind, our brain, remembers everything from our birth, and even the implement and see everything that we don't even know, we are not aware of. That's why we use just small parts of our brain in real life, just small parts. But all memories, everything is stuck in our brain. And I call it like programs, all the programs. And the things that we don't remember are unconscious or subconscious and creates our identity. So what is happening is when you feel, the same patterns and like of being heartbroken or attracting wrong partners, meeting wrong people, and so on, it's based on your mind and on the memories and experiences. And with the broken heart is if you feel pain, it's what happened to you in the past. And the mind sends information to the body and the body reacts. So the body sent, the information again to the mind, and the mind make a conclusion. Give the information, which is your thought, based on the feelings. And that's why so many people are so really confused when they tell me and they share with me. That was also my story. I'm sure it's the story of you, that they are really confused, like, oh, but that was the red flag and I can't trust it anymore. That was my intuition. My heart told me this. And I always ask, is it telling you from the space of courage, or is it telling you from the space of fear and mistrust? Because the intuition, the heart, doesn't know what the fear is. Your mind knows that, because your mind stocks all memories and make all the thoughts, everything. That's how you think, that's how you feel as well. So this is the connection. We have a thought, we have a feeling, and based on that, we behave. And then it goes again to the mind. So today I want you to start to question that what you maybe thought, it's your heart, it's not. It's actually your head. Especially if you've been heartbroken already, 90% of people I work with, it takes only one broken heart, one time in your life, to close your heart and not allow yourself to be hurt and in pain anymore. And you think that, oh, but I can't trust my heart. It's naive, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's so kind and can offer too much, but I can't trust it because in the past it made mistake. No, this is not the heart that made mistake. It's the mind that wanted to prove what knew even before, because it's coming back to the past, long time ago. I won't go into all the details because I know it's massive information. This is something that I do during the processes with people to really releasing, but I want you to understand that most of the time what you think, what you feel, it's your heart, is not heart. Heart is very empowering. It has so much courage, confidence, and trust. Trust to yourself, in other people, not having the expectation, not being naive, but really, really strong and powerful. And that's why it's so important to know that the mind actually is full of shitty beliefs. And in order to change it, you must declutter that. That's why the first shift I called Heal the Past, it's actually releasing yourself from the past experiences. Anything that was painful for you, when you make, the conclusion, when you, any time in your life when actually you felt like you couldn't trust yourself, you felt unworthy of love, you felt guilt, shame, maybe you've been shamed, you felt like you needed to suppress yourself, you felt betrayal, abandonment, or neglection, you've been cheated, those things stays in your mind. There are programs, and those programs must be changed completely, like getting rid of that and creating something that really helps you to find real love, that beautiful, empowering, honest, and authentic, from the space of power and courage, love. This is the only way. And I can see many people these days, sometimes they are scared of healing. They believe that healing is like so heavy, or oh, I don't know what will comes up. I don't know if I can trust yourself. It's like healing is the most liberating experience. It brings so much peace. It brings so much clarity and freedom as well. And this is a must on your journey to make sure that you don't carry any burden anymore. And everything what you learn that was negative and painful, release, release, and release. Because why would you carry that if you can feel and live a truly blissful life? So connect with that moment when you felt that at least once in your life, when you felt true love that was full of light, full of empowerment, connection, and authenticity. And feeling like that was the exactly way that I want to, maintain in my life. So it can be sustainable, it can last. And anytime you felt insecure, you didn't trust, you didn't feel loved or accepted, you have to hide something, have secrets, maybe tell lies, deny, just justify. You have to release that. Because otherwise, you won't be able to find that real love that you so deserve it. And I have no doubts that everyone deserves this beautiful love. And trust me, if I was able to create it coming from very dysfunctional family, having really bad, experiences in my life, then you can have that too. So, lovely one, the shift number 2 is, let me go into the sharing. Okay, I can see more people joining. Welcome, welcome. It's self-love. Probably the most well-known word these days, the most also overused word as well. And today I want to tell you and share with you the self-love that you maybe never experienced, never heard of. And it's a very profound way of implementing self-love. And self-love is actually embodying the fullest version of yourself. Because that's what happened when you heal your past and release yourself from any burdens. Then you see what you're capable of. Then you see who you truly are, the most magnificent version that you can be. And that's something that you need to feel in your circular level. Because these days, many people learn self-love through the mind. They want to up level. They want to go very high. They want to feel amazing. They learn so much knowledge, they watch, they constantly on this personal development path. And that's great. But you need to feel that in your heart and in your body, how truly you love yourself, how truly you accept yourself, and what you are worthy of. And it's not about the mind, it's actually about the heart and the body connection mainly. And feeling, because I see, people sometimes they coming to me and they share with me or observe that wherever I go, that people actually talk about the self-love and about different practices. They make it as a habit. They know all this stuff. They are a bit, cynical, kind of. Oh, I know this stuff. But do you really feel that in you? Is it like, hell yeah, 100%, or is it when it's convenient for you? So right now, lovely one, I want you to take just a second and close your eyes. Take a deep breath together with me and ask yourself, do I really feel loved and love myself? What the self-love is for me? Because it's not the knowledge, it's the deep understanding of who you are and how beautiful you are, and that you can really connect with your heart. Trust yourself, know what you are worthy of, the best of the best, and become the best version of yourself all the time. And with every step, every time you feel like you accepting and loving yourself even more. And that's how you witness the real love out there. And why self-love is so important? Because you can't love another person and another person can't love you more than you love yourself. And for all people who doubts in that and they say, oh no, I know how to love. I have family, I love my parents, I love my siblings, I love my friends, maybe kids, they love me. But lovely one, today we're talking about finding real love also in a romantic relationship. And what is your outcome of that? It's also for you an understanding and a big wake up where you are. And maybe you accepted all the love that you received from those people, but is it good enough? And why are you not having that in your romantic life? I want you to really stop justifying and denying yourself and saying it's fine, I should be grateful for what I have already. There are people in my life that they love me, they like me, they accept me. Yes, you should be grateful, 100%, but never ever settle and compromise and settle again. I will repeat that for what you already have. Maybe you never even realize and never question that the love that you receive and give, it's actually not the best quality of love. And start to really question yourself why you are not finding this real love in a romantic relationship. Because self-love is the mirror reflection of what is happening to you in a romantic life. The self-love will tell you. Because how you love yourself, it's how you feel about yourself, what you believe about yourself, what you think you are worthy of, and how you in truth with yourself and connected with your heart. And we all know that the deepest connections that we have, the intimacy, the trust, comes from the heart, because the heart is the feelings. It's not the logical thinking. We don't love people through thinking. We love people through feeling. And if your heart is closed, if you don't allow yourself to truly accept and love yourself and put yourself first, as the most important person, as someone very precious, then the love out there is not available for you. And if your heart is closed and you don't allow yourself to feel truly who you are and show people who you are, that's why you attract wrong partners. To all people listening now, if you attract wrong partners, then it means that you try to figure it out through the head, not through the heart. There is a big misalignment between what you really want and what is your reality, where you are right now in your life. So let's coming back. So I stop sharing so you can look at me a little bit more. So I know this is the hard truth, yes, hard truth that many people don't want to look at and they ignore it. Oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You need to take it seriously, and the love that you're looking for, you need to choose. Choose through your actions and commitment. It's not going to happen by itself. It's not going to happen just by learning and listening and, getting inspired by people. It's going to happen through the implementation, through becoming that best version of yourself. So you can really feel like proud inside. And there is nothing wrong to really feel proud, because when you feel proud, you are in your truth, you are accepted by yourself, you fully feel empowered, you feel amazing. And people come to me sometimes, and when I do some channeling, it's like, what do you feel? It's like, amazing, you are so magnetic. It's like, yes, and you can have that too. You can have that too. Through the self-love, through really feeling who you are and not accepting the crappy, shitty love, not accepting anything that it's not aligned with who you truly are. But again, I will go back that first healing is very important. Sometimes people go the other way and they learn about self-love, but without the healing, you can't overcome it. Because you will start to see how amazing you feel within yourself, but the past, the baggage, the wounds from the past will be sabotaging your love. And you will find evidences, and it will be like a burden every time for you. And no one wants a burden, because love's supposed to be light and full of pleasure, full of energy that is going up, and it's expansive, not painful or contracting. So remember, lovely, there is no way for you to find real love if you're not willing to learn and implement self-love in you. It's not that you implement that in your life, in you. So you wake up every day and it's like, I love myself. I love who I'm becoming. And that feels so amazing. And that's allow me to achieve what I want, not just in a love life, not just in a relationship, but in all areas of your life. Because you will connect with the abundance of the universe as well. So whatever you give yourself, you will start to receive effortlessly as well. And that's how we move to the next shift, which is the shift number 3. And I will share that with you. And the shift number 3 is trust and power. Trust and power is all about having a strong mindset.
Hey, Kinga, we can't see your slides. We can see your desktop.
Oh, sorry. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
I must change something. Now?
Yep.
Yes? Okay, awesome. So the shift number 3 is trust. So when you know what you are worthy of, you expect that and demand from the universe and other people. This is the deep knowing. I also see it as the easiest part because it's flowing. You just know who you are. You know what you represent. You are very clear who you are, what you stand for. What are your values? What is your vision as well for yourself, for the relationship, for the future? And you don't expect anything but this exactly vision and the standards that you represent. There is no questions and doubts in you. The trust is, this is who I am. I've done the work. I know what I represent. I love it and I'm super proud of that. And I only attracting the best out of the best. And that's where the biggest shift happened. And my clients witness that all the time when all of a sudden they attract completely different people, from poor quality people, poor standards, or completely, incompatible partners. They attract exactly those who resonate with who they are. It's like high caliber people. Because if you became that person, there is no other way to attract the shitty old thing, old representation, old qualities. It doesn't exist anymore in your life. You completely release that and you made room for something new. It's the time for up leveling and witness that outside as well. Because the self-love is all about inward, whilst the trust, the deep knowing, it's about the outside. It's the outcome, the real result from the outside. And if you do the other way and start from outside, not going to happen, not going to last. Because even if it happened, it will last just for a short period of time. I've been there, I know it. You don't have to experience this mistake, trust me. Because it's not funny. It's very frustrating. And there is lots of confusion. There is lots of pain. And when you know that, no one can bullshit you. It's like you see things that are actually out of your radar and you see that bullshit. And also when I work with people and they find, themselves on that path of really, finding out about real love. And sometimes they tell me all these stories and so on. I see that within a second that those stories, it's actually self-sabotaging pattern. And even they implement, and they do lots of self-work, they have lots of awareness, but the moment they go, and this is also, the message to you, lovely, the moment you go into the stories about your past, you ruin everything. Because the past doesn't serve you. The past is the past. And finding, excuses and justifying or denying that it's too hard, and so on, it's not worth it. So with the shift number 3, it's the time actually to keep strong mindset and knowing that you need to maintain it, you need to practice that. Because there will be evidences in your life, you know, the challenges, and this is also your strength. So with the right tools and skills that you will learn, you will see that you are strong enough and your mindset is strong. Because this is a time also to use your mind and make it super powerful so it can work together with your heart, with who you truly are, and find also that integration between your heart and mind. Because the integration, it's actually what I call the alignment. It's the new reality. It's when you connect with that divine love, that divine vibration, and you never ever want to give up on that. Because you know that you can just, you can't, you evolve into a new paradigm of unconditional, pure, honest, and empowering love. So I will repeat that again. The love is empowering. It's not hard. It's not painful. If you think like that, it's not love. It's whatever stick into your definition of love. But it's not. The love is pure vibration that can give you strength and clarity to achieve whatever you want. And this is also important. It not just give you now that dream partner and create that beautiful relationship, but the most important is to who you become within yourself. And the rest outside with that third shift is effortless. It's practicing, making sure you don't lower your standards. It's making sure you keep your boundaries. You know who you are and what you represent. Because especially, people that you know for so long, they will be challenging you because they remember the old you, the wounded part of you. That's how they connected with you a few years ago or even longer. So it's really important for you to keep practicing the deep knowing, connecting with yourself, and making sure that your mind is powerful and not allowing yourself to, clutter your mind. Because imagine that your mind, it's like a garden. If it's not, properly maintained, it will be full of weeds. All the shitty programs. So yes, we need to, release and let go of the past, but also make sure that we don't invite anything creepy into our current life as well. And not coming back to the old stories. Oh, it's okay, it's fine. I will adjust. I will give, like some energents. I will do all those things. And like, if I bend and I give and give and give, then maybe I receive. No. This is you coming back to the old. And you can't do it to yourself. So, lovely ones, to sum up, yes, what we covered today, the 3 big shifts of finding real love from heartbreak to heartfelt are, I want to just, make a summary for you. You don't have to make any notes. I will give you the replay so you can fully, sink in right now into that, what we're covering today. heal your past is the first shift. Second one is embody self-love. And the third one is trust and the deep knowing. Yes, expect and demand, and just witness that in your life. How is this happening in your outside world? So as you see, and as I talk already, the dream team is the mind and heart connection, is the full alignment and integration. And I also show that, and what I teach people, just let me come back, because okay, here is my pillars of evolutionary growth. This is something that I created. It's my signature pillars, and it's a full explanation of also what we talked today. So you are at the heart of the center. It's the whole purest version of yourself. The first part, like the first shift, the healing, is the emotional intelligence. It's making peace within yourself, finding freedom from any negativity, any pain, any burden. And because of that, you learn about emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence is to know how to really hold yourself with all the emotions that you are feeling on a daily basis. The second shift was the self-love, and it's the embodiment. Fully feeling that in your body, in your circular level, how to express yourself, how to really feel yourself fully. And the third one, I call it the mastermind, which is the trust and the power. And with all of that, it's the full alignment of who you are becoming and what you witness in your life. Okay, so let's go back to the next one. Okay, so here are some things. I think it will be easier if you just look at that, because I made that specific slide for you to remember that. Yeah, what you really need to stop doing and start doing in your life. Because without it, will be really hard for you to achieve any changes. So, waiting for the right time. There is no right time to change your life, to change your love life. And I'm the best example. Maybe you experienced that already. Maybe you've seen that in other people. Don't hit the bottom. Don't wait until you really lose yourself. You lose your self-worth and confidence, and you become the shadow person version of yourself. And maybe you are there, I don't know, but this is the really wake-up call. That's why people, take actions, because they can't stand where they are anymore. But for those of you who are not there yet, don't allow yourself, because it's way harder to rebuild that, to gain that. And waiting for the right time without taking actions, it's actually asking to carry more and more and more, and then it's harder and harder, and you almost lose, hope of the change. Wishing and hoping is not going to change anything. As we already talked, and I covered that, what you know based on your experiences, and you never experienced anything better than that, you can't create anything better. So wishing and hoping, trusting the universe, it's not going to happen. You need to release and up-level, and learn something new by taking actions. Overthinking and analyzing, waiting, it's waste of time. People come to me sometimes and they're like, Kinga, I'm running out of time. Especially women. They want, more from life, and they see that the clock is ticking, and it's like, oh my gosh, what I've done in the last 5 or 10 years. I wasted my time wishing and hoping and trying, like taking all the actions, but they're like same and same. Same story, different partner or different dating. And sometimes people come to me and they also like, Kinga, I don't want to end up being alone. I don't want to get old and being alone, because everyone around me is like settling with a relationship, maybe with family or, you know, with a partner, and they're creating that home they want, but not me. And I'm really scared. That's why it's really important to stop overthinking and analyzing and connect truly with your heart, what your heart wants to do, and go for that. It will be completely different what you ever experienced, what you ever thought, and that how it's supposed to be. To make changes, you need to act differently. You have to make things that you've never done before and experience all of that and learn things and implement that completely different in the way that it's freeing to you and full of pleasure and joy, not pain. And stop playing small. Stop feeling comfortable, because that's what I see, you know, in people also, some of them coming to me like, I'm comfortable, you know, my life is fine, like I'm okay, I can afford this, like with work and so on, and they're like, you know, independent, but they don't use their full potential. They don't use their heart, and they feel there is something big missing in their life. That deep connection, that trust, amazing love, and knowing that also what is happening will benefit for the future. So instead, lovely one, make this choice for yourself, for your happiness, because you are so worth it, that the time is now for you. The time, the best is now when you make that decision. And take it immediate actions, because the more you think, the more you will have fears, hopes, and doubts as well. Because then you start to analyze and question. And that's where your mind goes to all those things, what is worthy, what is not, and so on and so on. And the whole story and justification. And instead, you need to trust to listen your intuition. And even if it feels scary, but empowering and exciting, go for it. Because that's where your power is. And grab it, take it, and really act in a completely different way. But not working hard, allowing yourself to receive. Act big, act different. So the honest truth, lovely one, that knowledge doesn't mean the success in love life. And whenever, you know, people come to me and they say like, Inga, I know all those stuff. It's like, yes, why are you not getting results? Why are you not having the outcome? Because you don't, you know, keep the promises for yourself. Maybe you haven't received the proper support, because the right support is the key. And you need the right support for healing, to learn about self-love, implement it, embody that, and a strong mindset. You need tools that will help you to keep yourself accountable. That's so important, and it's a must, because otherwise it's a very hard work, and it's a very also lonely work as well. So lovely one, as I promise at the end, for those of you who just heard about me or know me but don't know exactly my service, how I work, there are also people here that they know that already, so they can always share. But I want to, as I promised, give you some extra offering today, and you will have two different choices. One of that, if you're at the beginning of the journey, and I get that, I know that, I've been there as well, and you just want to have a taste of what does it mean, to really release yourself, set yourself free, and find more peace in your life, to really heal the broken heart, then today only I want to give you a special offer. The first session with me, it's 2 hours of session for only $200. It's a super special price. We will go into a full, exploration to see where you are, what is really, important, also what are your challenges, and release that. So it's not the talking, it's a full process with integration and real breakthrough and changes in your life. So you really see what I'm talking about and how does it working, and you can really feel complete different in your life. And for those of you who are ready on this journey and ready for big changes, and it's like, yeah, I want to have it all. I want to, to create amazing life with my dream partner. I don't want to settle. I don't want to compromise. I've done, some work and I'm ready for more. I want to actually invite you to my free exploration call, when I also check with you first what are your needs, because I need to make sure that what I will be also offering you and talk about will be aligned with you. And this is something that it's very for selected people. It's not for everyone. I have different programs, depends on the level of advancement and needs as well, because everyone has different needs, and that's completely fine. So I want to make sure that it's tailored based to your needs. So the exploration call with me, it's completely for free. We will have, no attachment, completely chat, where you gain more clarity and you know exactly where you are, and what you really need in your life. If you want to check my work, you haven't been able, to check it yet, please share with me. I will send you my website. You can check all the clients' love and testimonials, amazing work that they've done, and breakthrough and completely change the life and the perception of love and connections. Because that's important to also see that it's not just me talking about it, and not just my own experience and that's it, but also what other people experience and what is possible for you. So I want to also give you that opportunities, because I always say, whoever comes to and commit to themselves and do the work and really find that inner voice telling you that, yes, I want that, I'm worthy, this is what I care about, this is what I want in my life, not waiting anymore, because I know it didn't bring me the results until now, then this is you and you need to act right now, lovely one. I know what is possible on the other side, so remember that and go for it. Stick with those people who get result as well, and you will get your own. Never ever settle or deny or justify, because that's really heartbreaking for me to watch that, and for you as well, to wake up one day that, holy moly, what I've done, right? So I want you to take it seriously and say, yes, I'm worthy. I don't know how to make it happen, but with the right support, I will. And I'm fully in. Even if you're not sure yet, but you are curious, let me know. Let's have that free chat. Let's connect. If you have any question, anything that you want to share with me, please send me an email, please send me a message, or you can stay at the end of this training with me. I will stay for a few more minutes. So if you have any question, if you would like to connect, book a meeting with me over Zoom or face-to-face, I do both, then please stay with me at the end and let's connect. And for those of you who've been here live, thank you so much for being here, and really big thank you to yourself. You should be really proud of yourself and taking that steps and really commit to yourself. So I really want you to feel appreciation and gratefulness for yourself for making that effort and making that first step. So take care, lovely one. Have a lovely evening and hope to hear from you.
Thank you, Kinga.
Thank you.